How's it going, guys? It's Harvey from HBWFitness. Today I'm bringing you my top 5 Olympia predictions this year. Let's get into it. So number 1, Phil Heath. Now he's won 3 times in a row. As an typical Olympia tradition, they like to have the reigning champion in a streak of wins, just to make the Olympia seem more prestigious. So through contracts and sponsorship, it's not just I'm Mr. Olympia, I'm Mr. Olympia. There's only one Mr. Olympia, and it's for a decent amount of time. Unless Kai or Dennis Wolf can come in and beat him fair and square at number 1 position with a lot of points, he's not going to take that spot away. So that's why I think Phil Heath is going to stay at number 1. The roundness, the conditioning, it's uncomparable to Kai and Dennis. Number 2, Dennis Wolf. Now, Dennis Wolf came in last year, mass, absolute mass. He was huge, had all the right detail coming in, symmetry, just the shape, size, everything came in perfect for Dennis. I believe that was his best ever conditioning he's ever done. Now, number 3, Kai Green. I think we could argue the watermelon stuff and all that and put that to one side, but just judging his physique, his stomach is out of proportion. I really hope George Farah can tap into his mindset and get that big is better out of him, because it's just not. He needs to bring that conditioning in. His conditioning is great, but it's just he needs it a little bit more. I mean, he needs to tone down the mass, which George has been doing. I mean, his off season has been a lot more stable. If we can just keep that conditioning down, keep the stomach in, he could really battle it out with Phil, to be honest, within the next couple of years. It's just whether politics will allow him to. If obviously the G4P will come up, the judges' opinions, then we've got, they like to have the reigning champion and a streak of wins, which might put him apart. Then number 3, already gone Dennis Wolf. Number 2, Kai Green. Number 4, Sean Roden. Now, he came in at 4th last year. To be honest, I don't think this will change. He's got a great physique, really screams 80s bodybuilding at me, very classic, kind of Sean Ray 90s style, to be honest. He comes in, you know, he's not heavy, well, he's not a super heavyweight as such, but he comes in just shaped and rounded and really competes for the super heavyweights, which is really impressive, to be honest. He's got great symmetry, roundness, shape, separation. The only trouble with Sean Roden, he's lacking in the social media department. He doesn't have much reach. Yes, the Ronnie Coleman Signature Series contract helped him out in the videos and the supplements with him going to shows and stuff. But him as a person, he's too laid back. He's not engaging with the fans, and that's what the Olympia wants. The judges want someone who can represent the sport in a positive light. And if you're not going to do that, they don't want you there, to be honest. At the end of the day, this is a show, a display of physiques, which is judged by opinionated judges. And if they think that you're not good enough to represent the sport in a positive light, being in the top 3, they won't put you there. They'll choose someone else. For example, last year, Jay Cutler, did he deserve 6th place? No. But at the end of the day, we all love Jay. Great personality, just a great ambassador for the sport. I mean, any sport, Jay could really represent it well. Just personality, the way he comes across, it doesn't give sort of that stereotypical bodybuilder type image towards you, really. So we've done number 4, Sean Roden. Number 5th, this is the big battle. I've got 3 people who could possibly get into that 5th place. We've got Dexter Jackson, Rudy Winkler, and Big Ramy. Now, Big Ramy, huge, mass. He's not mature. He's only been training for 3 or 4 years, I think. He needs to bring that detail. If he does not bring that detail, he cannot get into that top 3, or let alone the top 5. I do believe that mass really puts him on that stage and makes him stand out. But as I said, that language barrier, same with Rudy Winkler. The language barrier doesn't let them get opinions across very well and let them interact with fans as much. So they don't have much as a sort of social standing amongst the other competitors, which makes them seem less valuable in the judging. This sounds absolutely ridiculous, you know, but it's bodybuilding for you. Dexter Jackson, age is not his best friend, sadly. He's done well. Any competitor to compete into his age, like Dexter Jackson, name one. I mean, he's done very well. He's kept his longevity in the sport. When I went to Gold's Venice last summer, he was there still training his heart off very well. Yeah, do I think he can get it there? He's nailed his physique down, but I really think he's more suited to that 212 weight class. He can't compete with the super heavyweights such as Big Ramy, Dennis Wolf, all the super heavy guys, because they've just got too much mass compared to his conditioning that he brings. Big Ramy, Rudy Winkler, again, that language barrier. He did well in Generation 9 to get out there. In Generation 9, he did a great job getting his opinion out, so everyone getting to see who he is. But to be honest, I don't think he's going to make it that far. He's got a good physique, but then again, he's got tattoos which are covering up a lot of major parts. It's very off-putting towards the judges. I say it's very opinionated. It's, to be honest, in my opinion, the judges might think, who are you? You know, but to be honest, we'll see who it is. Number 1, Phil Heath. Number 2, Dennis Wolf. Number 3, Kai Green. Number 4, Sean Roden. And number 5, Big Ramy.